Boom, boom. This is Kenner. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So we've got Heir of Light on top today. Heir of Light. I've been playing Heir of Light on probably for about off and on for about I don't know maybe 2 years now. So it's a pretty interesting game in terms of how it's a standard hero collector, and you use basically the same thing, sort of like that you would used from Raid Shadow Lessons. You've played that where um, level up the low level characters and you use them as fodder to rank up your current level characters. The thing about Heir of Light though is it has a whole host of other stuff going on. It's not just PvP. It has a very intense storyboard. If you take a look at the world map, there's boss raids, there's PvP, which you have, but then you have numerous levels. You've got elemental levels. You've got all this is elemental levels. There's certain levels where you can just run and get XP. They have fire, which is over here. All these running through here on the side, and then they have light, dark, earth, and water. So it has all the standard elements that you normally have. Um, there's a lot of playing, a lot of what you could term as grinding in a sense, but they do have, you can, auto repeat a level up to 35 times, which allows you to level up your characters pretty good. So what you want to focus on is getting some of the characters, getting some of the high level characters that are ranked good, and using them to actually level up your lower level characters. So one of the top characters in the game is this unit right here, which is Water Blavatsky. She's one of the S rank characters in the game, so she does a ton of damage. Put a good damage set of gear on her, and like I have the blade skill, which increases a crit. So and she'll just do a ton of damage. Another one that's got a banner up right now is Water Lenore. She's got a banner running right now. I pulled this from the banner just a couple of days ago, and I've already got her up to 50. I'm going to start ranking her up. So she's a good character. Another good character to get is this is Fire Blavatsky, and I've already awakened her. Um, so she's changed to Blavatsky, the Thorn Queen. So yeah, so she's a good farmer as well too. But they're coming out with, they got new characters and stuff out. They got a new character out right now called New. We'll do some pulls on that since I do have quite a few gems saved up. We'll do some pulls on that and see if we get lucky on that. But yeah, so they do have some new entries up, but it's got a pretty interesting setup for skills and stuff. You basically, upgrade is the same. They have dungeons where you get these fire materials, and once you get the fire materials, you can do the awakening. As you can see, I've already got uh, some of the stones needed to do it. I've still got to get some graders and some greater firestones. I've already got I'm just working through getting up to the levels right now. Um, you'll find those dungeons on the main screen here if you go to the world map. And these dungeons are on the map here. It's very difficult to see them, but you've got the awakening dungeons right here. Um, I just got to farm it a few times because it does drop the greater stones. So once I've farmed this a few times, I'll be able to get the stones needed to do that. So that's it right here. It's the one with the silver, and then the actual other dungeons are the mystery dungeon up right now. That pops up intermittently. That's one of the dungeons you can get stuff on. And the other dungeon is the Radiant dungeon where you can get your armor and stuff like that. Let me show you that. Go back to the lobby here. Go back to Oh, cumulative servants. They got all these types of quests that you can do here. I'm looking at one that shows the Awakening Dungeons. I'm looking for the one that shows the actual location for the materials dungeon. There it is, right there in front of me. It's the little dragons. So these right here are this is Omen's Void. You really need to get, you really start pulling the excellent ones at Omen's Void 10F. That's where you start pulling that's where you want to farm for your good gear at, because that's where it starts dropping. So I'm almost there as I'm building up my characters right now and getting them ready to go into there. So let me show you what the levels that you can run. So this is just some of the levels that you've got, and this is what they look like on the fireside. So as you choose that, you'll see that all the water characters have an up arrow on them. That means that they have elemental advantage against the fire bosses, which is of course. So I've got two characters in here. I'm leveling up right now. And you got repeat battle, and you can do that up to 34 times, and you just run that, and it'll automatically do a repeat battle. I'm just going to run it once, just so you can see what the fighting is like. It's extremely dynamic, so it's I've got it on auto right now because I've already beat this level multiple times, so I don't need to run it manually. But as you can see, it's very dynamic. You get good pictures, good graphics. So it's never boring. I'll take this down pretty quick because this is the level that I've been farming on to level up my characters. So all the fights are against one boss. Then she's just big and got a lot of a lot of hit pads as you get up. So that's how you do it. That's basically what it looks like. The map is extremely difficult at first because of the way it's laid out. It's not laid out like in linear, but once you get through it, you'll see how it works up. I'm almost to the end of the fireside. I've got some over here to explore. These to explore, and I'll be all finished with all the fire because the fire's in red. So so that's what it looks like. This is a tower that they have. You fight this, and you can get run through this. You can get shards for certain characters. So that's what that one does. They've got arena and PvP. This is PvP here, and it's basically just like other PvP. You go up, you do fight up against, and it shows you what you're up against, and then you get a team that's would be against them elemental wise, because it's got the same elemental work like that. So water against fire, fire against earth, and earth against water. So it's just the same one, and light and dark offset each other. They're very generous with the valor, which is what you use to run the levels. It's called valor. And as you can see, they give you. I've got a ton of valor in here that I haven't even used, and I've got like 9,000 valor. So I've been trying to run it down. So they always have events. They had an event a while back where you could actually get John Wick. They had a collaboration with John Wick, so you could actually get him as a character. I don't actually have him, but go into the collection here, and you can show you. So they had her, which was Sophia. She was she was played by Halle Berry, and then you had John Wick, played by Keanu Reeves, and they have different versions of each. So, but yeah, so that was interesting. I wasn't I had saw it at the time, but I really hadn't been focused on it. I was focusing on some other games at the time, so I really didn't have a chance to get in on that event. So right now they've just got a current under the summons. If you go into the summons, you'll see rate up summons. So they've got this is the new character right here at the top, and it's called New. So we're going to do some pulls on her. This right here is a good tank if you need a tank. Caesar. And then this one right here is the one that I pulled on before. I got both. I got both the Leonor, and I got Sphinx out of it as well. Ignis is pretty good too. If you so any one of this banner right here, best attack DPS servants. These all three of these are very good. If you don't have any of them to pull on it, you can go for that. I really haven't been focused on the other two. If you want, um, they're not bad, but they're not super mated too. So we're going to do a little pulling on New here and see if we can get her. Um, and see if we can get her. So 1,000, 10 times 1. So we can do confirm here and summon on her. The rates in here are pretty low, so it's not surprising if you don't get her. I got Laura. Yeah, no, the rest of them are all 3 stars. Laura's a 4-star. So let's pull on it again. So what happens is if you do get a 5-star, it will guaranteed to be new. Nope, nothing there. As you can see, I'm getting all 3s. These are just fodder characters here that you use to level up use to level up your character. So they have their uses. Not getting anything on here. That's Rakasha. Okay, got another one in here. And they got a 5-star. There she is. We got New. So let's see if it's, I'm hoping it'd be nice if it would be Fire New. Fire New is the strongest, and it is Fire New. Boom. So there we go. That worked out great. So yeah, she's excellent farmer. They're saying she's one of the best farmers in the game. She's got some pretty good stats here. She's got Dark Blood to attack enemies multiple times, but biggest thing is she's 70% chance to decrease enemy defense for 30 seconds. In these games, that tends to be how long battles don't really last. Normally, much past 30 seconds, even in PvP arena. So that's a very good skill. And then she's got increases her defense by 60 seconds, or for 60 seconds. I mean, that's battle, and it deals a bunch of damage. But that damage is based on her defense. So if you give her a defense armor, it's even going to increase it even more. And then she's got this is another defense-based hit. So just smack up. She's immune to debuffs, 30% chance to block enemies from receiving buffs. So immune to defense. So you can't. A lot of the characters that you see, especially in PvP, will be decreasing your defense. She's immune to it. So she's going to have a high defense, and and you can't knock it down. So that's very good. Stat-wise, she's pretty good. So that's pretty good. But yeah, so we got her. So nice. I could say my gems for the next banner that they have up. So yeah, so that's good. So that's how you do it. Basically, that's everything that's involved. You have your dailies. It usually takes about, I don't know. It takes you about an hour and a half to do your dailies. The rest of the time, you just set it on. You can just set it on auto and just farm, and just level up the characters. To level up your characters, you basically just let me get to let me get into my servants here. So go into your servants tab. So basically, if I wanted to take this level 40 for character up here, I want to upgrade it up to evolve it. I would just need four level 1 characters. Put them in there. And there, now I can take him up. He would be 5 stars. Okay, so it's basically like Raid Shadow Lessons, if you're familiar with that. To evolve it, you do, boom, boom, boom. So that's how you evolve it. Once you get 5 stars, and it's the same thing. At 5-star, you put 5 stars in there to evolve them to 6 stars, and they don't have to be enhanced or anything. They can be level 1, so you don't have to worry. That's one thing about nice about that is they can be just level 1s. Okay, and then to awaken them, you just need the actual stones which you farm from the dungeons. So that's pretty simple. Transcending involves getting copies of the same servant. So I'm in good shape with that because I have a Fire Blavatsky, so I can already transcend for Fire Blavatsky, and I can also transcend. I believe I got one of Zeta. Yeah, you could. It doesn't have to be the same type of. See, I have this Spiegel here, but I also have this Spiegel right here. But he's an Earth Spiegel, but it doesn't matter. It can be. It doesn't have to be the same type. It just has to be the same character. It doesn't have to be of the same element, and you can transcend him like that. So I've already got him, so that'll be pretty good. And I've also got another Lenore, so I'll be able to transcend her as well. So just powering through it and getting the characters. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, but yeah, it's a nice game. I mean, it's a little on the leveling side, but the leveling is pretty quick. And the current event that they have going on now, if you go to, they've got another event going on called the Marble event. So basically, if you use 700 valor in one day, you get a dice, and if you use 15 PvP tokens in one, and then you roll the dice, and you get the rewards on the board. But as you roll the dice, um, you get, after you've rolled the dice two times, you get a 3 to 5. So I already got that, and I already got the Supreme Magic Stones. But you do it 14 times, you get a skill bun, rainbow stones, then a 3 to 5 stone on 26. But on the 30th time, you get an automatic 5-star summon stone for a DPS character. You see, so you get a free 5-star character, and that's just the way they do here. And also some of the other events that they have going on. They have a special mission event. Basically, what you do on this is you do the as you play the game, you're going to complete some of these things. And as you complete them, you kick in progress, and you get the rewards each time. You get carrots and stuff, supreme magic stones, gold, and then the second part of the event is the same thing, doing other stuff. And as you can see, I've already got some of this stuff done. So I've already got the summons done for the next levels, and legendary gear, just summoning it up through tower invasion, and just doing your PvP. And as you do your PvP, you get honor points. So it's all linked together as you play the game and do your dailies. And then at the end of it, you get a choice. These are all 5-star characters. You get a Fire Anku, Forest Lucian, Water Sinistra, or Forest Lenore. I would of course choose the Forest Lucian, as she's the best on that group when it comes to DPS. So as you can see, if you do these events, you get 5-star characters. You don't have to pull them from the banner. You just doing every event that I've seen them do, you're guaranteed to get a 5-star character. Okay, so you're guaranteed to get a max character, and they also give away awakenings. I got a free awakening stone one time, and I got a free 6-star stone. So they have stones that you can purchase in the shop for honor points and stuff like that. You don't have to spend money if you don't want to, but like honor points and stuff. And you see, you can get skill buns, instant awaken. This is an instant awaken right here. So you can instantly awaken one of your characters once you get it to 6-star and you've maxed it out. You can automatically awaken it, fully awaken, right here for 600 honor points. I've only got 195 because I haven't been doing much on my PvP yet. But you get honor points by playing PvP. So you see, they've got everything that you need to do as long as you play the game is available to you to get. They have all types of, as you just play through, you get currency. As you spend money, they give you free spins of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff. Standard login reward screens as you play the game. I think you have to be, if you're logged on for an hour, you get all of these right here. So it's pretty good. And then there's a space login event every day. It's just a different item. So it's pretty good. And they got, right now I'm running, I got special buffs up. They have buffs up for stuff. You get update rewards, so and they got an event button up there, and it takes you to the event tab. You can also, they give away these XP hour event. You get these all the time. They just give them to you as free on almost a daily basis, where you can increase your EXP. I can take a level 4 character to level 40 in about about 30 runs, which takes about 45 minutes. But you just click it on auto battle with the character, and you have a main character in there who does who's who can handle the level, and even if even if the character dies, it still gets the XP. So you just be in there, they get the XP, and you just go through the level and you just let it run and go do something else. You just set it on auto repeat and come back. Maybe have to do it 2 times. And use it with those XP buffs up. You can take a character up in less than an hour. So so it does involve some little farming, but not that much. It's something you can just set up to run, and then you don't have to focus on it. You can do other stuff while it's doing it. So it's very good for an emulator. So yeah, so that's the game. So it's Heir of Light. It's been up there. Like I say, it's an old game, but they do have some interesting events going on, and they'll probably have. They got some special packs that of course, if you do want to purchase some stuff, you can buy some 5 summon stones, um, legendary gear as well. So they got items, so it's good. But yeah, so Heir of Light. So give it a try, see if it's your type of game, and it's got some dynamic fighting in it, so it's pretty good. So if you like the video, go ahead and click on the like button. If you want to get notified every time I drop a video, you can click on the subscribe button. And this is Ken Rear signing out.